One day I noticed my wife had left her phone open. Which is odd because she is notoriously private when it comes to her private life, and she has her screen password protected. Curiously, I clicked on her apps. She had several apps, and on one of them, Snapchat, I didn't even know she had that app. I saw a message. "I love you too," the message said. Frantically, I scrolled down. I wanted to read all the messages. But there were no other messages, all of it was deleted. There was only the, "I love you too." I kept the phone for a while. My wife was busy in another part of the house with our kids. I decided to send a message back. "How are you doing, babe?" I typed. I figured, if she really was cheating on me, she'd use the word, babe, as she used it with me. "I'm okay, babe, just busy with school a bit," the stranger responded. We had a bit of a back and forth. After which I deleted all messages after the, "I love you too," once more, and put down the phone, devastated. How did this happen? I was broken, and I confronted her, screenshots and all. As it turns out, my wife had an online affair with a younger man living in another country, for months. In fact, for almost half a year. He lived in another continent. The man was rich, young and incredibly wealthy, Ivy League educated, driving cars worth more than our entire house, going on vacations more expensive than my annual income. It was insane. He knew she was married. He knew she was a mother of 3. And he didn't care, he still wanted her. His rich, foreign ass wanted her. And it flattered her beyond belief. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe this had happened to me. I didn't realize her ego was this fragile, and this much in need of a boost in confidence. My wife told me that, as a teenager, she never really had boyfriends, sexual or romantic experiences, or even overt flirtations and flings. She was loveless, and unaware of whether or not she was the object of anyone's desire. For years she hid herself in baggy clothes, kept her shapes hidden from the world. She didn't want anyone, didn't want to be wanted, considered herself not desirable, not attractive. When she married me, a handsome and sexually experienced man, she was elated. Proud. She felt confident and changed her attire, her style. She let her true beauty shine, and suddenly she noticed that, now that she was off the market and looked a lot better, all of a sudden a lot more men showed interest in her than ever before. She finally knew that she wanted this, too. She wanted to be wanted. She wanted to be desired. She never knew what it was like. And, at home with 3 young children, she felt sad that she never had this chance to explore. That she never dared to show herself off until she was a married woman, and by that time, she was off limits. Almost immediately after our engagement, she got pregnant. My wife has insecurities regarding her body. Insecurities regarding her own desirability. She wanted to feel desired. She wanted to reclaim something she didn't even lose, but in fact never had. She was confused. I wanted to be mad, angry, leave her, right there and then. That's what a strong man would do, right? Or so I was taught. Instead of anger, I responded with kindness. Understanding. Made her block the guy. Made her delete all her apps. Talked things out, for days, weeks, months even. Listened to her worries, tried to heal her traumas, together. She never physically cheated on me, and the kids were mine. She had an emotional affair, but she didn't allow another man to lay hands on her, and for that I am grateful. There was an imbalance in how sexually and romantically experienced I was, and how sexually and romantically experienced my wife was. This affected her confidence, greatly. Not right away, but slowly and surely, insecurities can eat away at a person. At some point she looked at herself in the mirror and wondered, is this it? Is this all? Was all she was ever going to be, just to be someone's wife, someone's mother, and one day someone's grandmother? She's brilliant, my wife. She's an intellectual, the most well-read and intelligent woman I have ever known. And there she was, in her 20s, and she felt like a prisoner. She felt incomplete, so she tried to find something she felt was missing in her life. The way she did it was wrong, and she acknowledged that. She understood how damaging it was and she felt extremely sorry. She cried. She said she hated herself. And where some men might have felt like throwing her out of the window, in that moment. All I wanted was just to hug her, and to hold her, and to assure her she was a beautiful human being inside and out.